Alright, howdy everybody. So we have a Revavroom video now. When I first saw this Pokemon and its typing, I knew I had to use it. Absolutely love its design, absolutely love the typing, and the ability, I just learned about that recently, absolutely amazing too. With its typing, Steel and Poison, you only have two weaknesses, Ground and Fire, and then Filter helping you out with those very few weaknesses. So, this Pokemon stat distribution is very interesting. They gave it enough in everything, besides special attack, but they gave it enough in everything to be bulky if you want to be bulky, offensive if you want to be offensive, and then they gave it my favorite move. If you've seen any other recent video on this channel, you know I love Toxtricity, and Shift Gear is like the main reason for that. And this Pokemon actually gets to benefit off its main attacking stat with Shift Gear, so very nice. So I'm very excited for this. Steel Poison is pretty interesting offensively. You're not going to be able to hit steals at all. So you have the Shift Gear that boosts your speed by 2 and attack by 1. And both of those stats are, they're your two best stats, and they're pretty good, both of them. So that is a very nice move to have on this Pokemon. Now, I'm choosing to run Iron Head. It has its, I think it's its signature move. I don't even know what it's called. Let's see. Spin Out, yeah. But I feel like Spin Out could probably be good on another set, but this set specifically with speed boosting, you don't want to be lowering your speed, and then also it doesn't have any other secondary effect, it's only a negative one. So if you're like Iron Head with the speed boost, you're going to want that 30% flinch chance, and then you can stay in if you want. You don't have to switch out because you're going to be too slow. So yeah, I choose to run Iron Head on this one. Now, Gunk Shot, I wanted the power over Poison Jab. It does get Poison Jab. You could run that if you want, but I want the power because I'm missing out on power using Iron Head, so I want Gunk Shot for that. And then here's my favorite part about this. So Shift Gear, you know, you can set up, you can sweep, you can flinch, you can do whatever you want. You can kill a billion things. And then if something like Corviknight comes in, you just Parting Shot. And you're going to be fast enough after the Shift Gear. Like if you Shift Gear and something comes in, like let's say a Garchomp, like they're expecting a Gunk Shot or something, so they switch into a Garchomp. You'll be faster with the Shift Gear, and then you go for a really fast Parting Shot. So it's just very interesting. Even if the fastest, bulkiest thing comes in to try and punish you, you can just Parting Shot out, weaken them, go to something that can take that Pokemon on a lot better. So I really like this design offensively. And I just went with Life Orb. You could probably go for something like Shuka Berry to just like tank a random Earthquake, but you're not really going to be hitting ground types. I mean, like you can hit them for neutral with Iron Head, but I don't know. Shuka Berry seems fine, but I like Life Orb for this set. I can't really think of a better item. So I think this is its best offensive set. Like if we take a look at, you know, you're not gonna be hitting your counters. I feel like Parting Shot is just perfect. You shouldn't try and hit your counters with anything. Like Corviknight is the main one I think of. This Pokemon can't touch it, so just Parting Shot out. You do have Overheat if you really want to hit Steel types. You have Overheat, but it has 54 special attacks, so I don't think you want to do that. And did it get, oh yeah, it gets Bulldoze too for Steel types. So if you really want to hit Steel types, there are ways to do it, but I wouldn't. That's not what this Pokemon is meant to do. This Pokemon is meant to Parting Shot, in my opinion. Alright, so next set, I was talking about versatility. This one's the offensive one. This is an amazing defensive Pokemon. It can take on other walls so well. With Taunt, the combination right here for walls, this is hilarious. Like let's say, maybe not Quagsire, I don't know. Like if Clefable was in the game for sure, but I can't really think of another one right now. Like Chansey. I know Chansey can heal off the Toxic with Natural Cure, but still. Alright, so Taunt, denying them healing or going for any status. Even though you can't get Toxic anyways, still, they're not going to be able to Thunder Wave you or Will-O-Wisp you, so that's going to be nice. Iron Head for the flinches, you're definitely going to be faster. With no speed investment, you're still going to be hitting slower, bulkier Pokemon way above their speed stat with base 90, so you don't even have to invest. So Iron Head for the flinches, and then Toxic for more chips. So I think this is hilarious. If only it had some sort of trapping move, that would be hilarious. But I think this is great. If they want to stay in for whatever reason, you're going to beat most walls, except for like, I don't know, like Quagsire or Clodsire, because they'll be hitting you for 3 times effective with your filter. And then just leftovers. You could do Shuka Berry on this one maybe. Just to get like a surprise survival. The EVs on this one, I just made it enough to, this is Fluttermane. I know it says Blacephalon, but this is Fluttermane. It can tank a Shadow Ball, and then Fluttermane has like Mystical Fire. You don't need to worry about that. It's not going to be stab. So as long as it's not special attack boosted Fluttermane, you're going to be living 2 Shadow Balls. So that's nice. You can switch. And then, of course, even uninvested attack, you kill it with Iron Head because it's a fairy typing. So that's this main set. And then Parting Shot. I couldn't think of anything really to speed creep with this, because you'd be giving too much of your defenses up for it. And I feel like slow Parting Shot wouldn't even be the bad thing. This thing's going to tank a lot of hits due to its typing, only having 2 weaknesses. So I think this is going to be just fine at tanking hits, and then getting a slow Parting Shot out on faster Pokemon and switching into something else that could take it on better. Alright, so for partners to pair this with, I think probably one of the best ones is going to be Rotom Wash. So this can just take on the... Revavroom's going to want to switch out on Steels because it can't really touch Steels, and especially Ground and Fire. And Rotom is immune to Ground and resists Fire, and then Rotom's only weakness is Grass, and this will 4 times resist Grass. So I think they just pair well together. Notable Pokemon, you're going to want to switch out on Corviknight. You can't touch Corviknight with this set, or this set. Yeah, so this with a nice Volt Switch, or, even Thunderbolt if you really want. You can just kind of keep the pivoting going. Parting Shot out on Corviknight, and then Volt Switch into the Corviknight again. They would probably switch out, but still, you can just keep the momentum going. And then with ground types too, you can fire off a Hydro Pump. So and this is immune to it. So I think Revavroom and Rotom are really going to pair well together. Just defensive sets and offensive sets for both of them. I think either way, they're just going to pair well together and cover each other's weaknesses really well. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Revavroom for right now. It's pretty straightforward. It doesn't have the biggest move pool. Like if we just look through it, it's really just like Steel and Poison moves, and then throw in like a Psychic move and like a random like Bulldoze or Overheat. Nothing else too crazy. I think both sets are going to be annoying in the right context when they're optimized for what they want. I mean, this one's already optimized. This is a perfect set. But once this set actually has like a very specific game plan for what it wants to do, I just kind of thought Fluttermane this was a good thing to check Fluttermane. But once this has a very specific game plan, I think some variation of this set is going to be very annoying to deal with. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm going to be putting a lot of these videos out, so go ahead and subscribe if you want to. Yeah, it would make me feel good. Thanks.